Imagine sitting down for a simple family lunch, a warm meal, friendly conversation, and nothing out of the ordinary. But hours later, 3 people are fighting for their lives in the hospital, and within days, 3 of them are dead. What investigators would soon uncover would shock an entire country, because police believe this wasn't an accident. It was poison, hidden inside a homemade meal. This is the chilling case of Aaron Patterson and the deadly lunch in Leongatha that left a family shattered. In July 2023, Aaron Patterson invited her former in-laws over for lunch at her home. The guests included her former husband's parents, Don Patterson and Gail Patterson, along with family friends Heather Wilkinson and her husband Ian Wilkinson. The main dish that day was something special, a homemade beef Wellington. It's a classic dish, tender beef wrapped in pastry with mushrooms and seasoning. Nothing about it seemed suspicious. The group sat down, talked, and shared the meal together. But just hours later, everything changed. One by one, the guests began to feel violently sick. Severe stomach pain, nausea, uncontrollable vomiting. It became clear that something was terribly wrong. The 4 guests were rushed to the hospital. Doctors quickly realized they were dealing with extreme poisoning. Despite desperate medical efforts, tragedy struck. Don Patterson, Gail Patterson, and Heather Wilkinson all lost their lives. Only one person survived the ordeal: Heather's husband, Ian Wilkinson, who spent weeks recovering in the hospital. At first, investigators had a frightening question: was this a terrible accident? Or something far more deliberate? One detail quickly stood out. Aaron Patterson, the host who prepared the meal, was the only person who didn't become sick. As police began digging deeper, they uncovered something else unusual. Shortly after the deaths, Aaron was reportedly seen disposing of a food dehydrator at a local waste facility. That discovery immediately raised alarms for investigators. Why throw away a dehydrator right after a deadly food poisoning incident? Police retrieved and examined items connected to that appliance, and what they found would become a crucial piece of the case. Investigators discovered traces of death cap mushroom. Death cap mushrooms are among the most dangerous mushrooms in the world. Even a small amount can destroy the liver and cause fatal organ failure. Authorities believed the mushrooms had been used in the meal served that day. But that wasn't the only disturbing discovery. When police examined Aaron Patterson's phone, they reportedly found a document titled "Homicidal Poisons." That finding intensified suspicions that the poisoning may have been planned. What started as a tragic medical mystery was now turning into a full-scale murder investigation. Months after the deadly lunch, investigators believed they had enough evidence. In November 2023, Aaron Patterson was arrested. She was charged with 3 counts of murder and 1 count of attempted murder for the poisoning of the 4 lunch guests. The case shocked the public, not just because of the deaths, but because of how ordinary it all began. A family gathering, a home-cooked meal, and a dish that allegedly carried a deadly secret. After the case went through the court system, Aaron Patterson was ultimately found guilty. She received a life sentence in prison with a minimum of 33 years before parole. A devastating end to a case that began with a simple invitation to lunch, and a reminder that sometimes the most dangerous threats can hide in the most ordinary places.